Welcome back. We're glad to have you with us this morning as we are on day 27 of our study together in the book of John. And so, as always, we want to encourage you to contact us through the information that is available on the screen. If we can be praying for you in any way, we would love to hear from you and be lifting you up in prayer. Also, there's some contact information on the screen there through the website as well. So we would love for you to visit us on the website there. There's some great resources available to you. And then also be sure to subscribe to the channel here so that way you can follow along with us and get updates as these come out each and every day. And a real quick disclaimer, I got one of my dogs up here with me today, so you may hear him from time to time, which is Lance. So I apologize for that, but he'll try not to bother you too much. But we're going to get over into our scriptures. We're in John chapter 7 still, and we're going to pick up in verse 18. We left off in 17 yesterday. And so in verse 18 it says, this is Jesus speaking, "He that speaketh of himself seeketh his own glory, but he that seeketh his glory that sent him, the same is true, and no unrighteousness is in him." All right, so real quick, just to recap or touch on what's happening here. When we left off yesterday, we saw that Jesus was telling them that he was in a in-depth discussion, I guess we could call it, between him and some of the Jewish people that were there. And they were questioning about who he was because he had healed a man on the Sabbath day. And so Jesus began to tell them that, he was come to do the will of the Father, the one that had sent him. So Jesus is going on here to say that he that speaketh of himself seeketh his own glory, but he that seeketh his glory that sent him. So in other words, Jesus said, if I'm seeking the glory of the one that sent me, he said, the same is true, and no unrighteousness is in him. So verse 19, Jesus said, "Did not Moses give you the law, and yet none of you keepeth the law? Why do you go about to kill me?" All right, so Jesus, he makes a statement to him. He says, "Did not Moses give you the law, and you don't keep it?" He said, "Why are you going about to kill me?" All right, so the people go on in verse 20, and the people answered and said, "Thou hast a devil. Who goeth about to kill thee?" But Jesus responded unto them in 21, and he said, "I have done one work, and ye all marvel. Moses therefore gave unto you circumcision, not because it is of Moses, but of the fathers. And ye on the Sabbath day circumcise a man. If a man on the Sabbath day receive circumcision, that the law of Moses should not be broken, are ye angry at me because I have made a man every whit whole on the Sabbath day?" So Jesus is saying, okay, so let me get this straight. You do things on the Sabbath day just to keep the law, but you're upset with me because on the Sabbath day I healed a man. I mean, it's absolutely crazy when you stop and you read these scriptures and you see what people used to argue with the Lord about. And there he was standing in front of them. Obviously, he is Son of God if he's doing the works that he's doing, and yet the people are just arguing with him. And so, Jesus, he makes a statement. He says, I've made a man whole on the Sabbath day, and you're angry with me about that. So, verse 24, Jesus says, "Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment." All right, so verse 25, "Then said some of them of Jerusalem, Is not this he whom they seek to kill?" Now, Jesus had just made the statement a while ago that, you don't keep the law and you seek to kill me. And so people were saying, oh, what, you got a devil or something because who's trying to kill you? And then right here, people in the crowd that were from Jerusalem, they made the statement, "Is this not he whom they seek to kill?" All right, so verse 26, "But lo, he speaketh boldly, and they say nothing unto him. Do the rulers know indeed that this is the very Christ? Howbeit we know this man whence he is, but when Christ cometh, no man knoweth whence he is." All right, and then Jesus cried in verse 28 as he taught, saying, "Ye both know me, and ye know whence I am, and I am not come of myself, but he that sent me is true, whom ye know not. But I know him, for I am from him, and he hath sent me." All right, so here Jesus is saying, look, you may think you know who I am just because you know the town that I'm from. But what they really don't know is they don't know where he's from. So Jesus is trying to tell them, I am sent of the Father from heaven, and yet they refuse to believe, they refuse to see the truth, they refuse to hear the Word of God being proclaimed. All right, so he says, but I know him. All right, for I am from him, and he has sent me. So Jesus is saying, I know the Father, I'm from him, he sent me. Verse 30. Then they sought to take him, but no man laid hands on him, because his hour was not yet come. So we find here that Jesus had made the statement to them earlier here in the scriptures that we were seeing. He said, none of you keep the law because you seek to kill me. And then they were all like, well, what are you talking about? But yet we see right here in these scriptures, it says that they sought to take him, but no man laid hands on him because his hour was not yet come. We can see time and time again throughout the scriptures, Jesus oftentimes makes reference to my hour is not yet come. And many times Jesus is referring to the fact that it's not time for him to be delivered up and to be crucified. So his hour was not yet come. And so Jesus knew that there was going to be a set point of time that he would be delivered up. And so therefore, this was not the time that he was to be delivered up, so they never could capture him until that right time was at hand. And Jesus even told the disciples, and we'll see this as we get further down in the study, but Jesus had even told the disciples, he said, I'm fixing to be delivered up. In other words, I'm getting ready to go to the cross. I'm getting ready to be persecuted. I'm getting ready to be beaten, to be scourged, to be placed on a cross, and to die. And so Jesus knows that time's coming, but we see how until that time or that point in time comes, they are not able to lay hands on him and capture him. And so it's always encouraging to know that if we listen to the truth of the Word and we follow what the Word says, it will always lead us in the right path and will always lead us right straight to the Lord. So God bless you. I hope you have a great day today, and I hope this Word encourages you as you receive it today. And as always, we would love to hear from you. Please send us an email or contact us through the website, or you can leave a comment down below on this video as well. And please be sure to hit the subscribe button, and there's a little bell icon on there too. Be sure you hit that. That way you're always notified every day when these posts are available. Also, there will be a message series that I'll be posting onto my page here as well, so you'll be notified about those when those are available and when those do come out. So God bless you. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow in our next study together. God bless you.